Hey, this is Justin with the Real Estate Wholesalers Club, and today I want to show you a secret method. This is something that almost no one knows, guys. Very secret. I'm going to show you. This is how you find the best cash buyers in any market that fast. And I'm talking about a real, you want to go right to who's doing the biggest deals and the biggest amount of deals in your city. I'm about to show you how. Stay tuned. Shut up, money. Burton Alicondo from PropStream was very kind. He offered to show us this strategy. Okay, this is what the advanced guys are doing, guys. This is a secret method for finding the best cash buyers in any market using PropStream. So now let's jump right in. Burton's going to show us specifically how to do this secret technique to get this secret cash buyers list.
I'm going to keep my promise. I told you guys I'm going to show you how to find buyers that you're not going to see in any platform.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Check out what you can do in our system. So I'm going to show you guys the typical way most people pull a buyers list. So I go to Los Angeles County, or any county for that matter, and this is what most people do.
All right, so Burton is showing us the usual way of doing things, and then he's going to show us the advanced secret way of doing things.
They'll go to a certain area and they'll extract cash buyer records. But what they'll do is they'll go to the filter and they'll say, I want a non-owner occupied, which is important. You don't want to find a buyer who's buying a house and living in there, right? That's most likely a personal purchase. Yeah. So you want non-owner occupied cash buyers. And then the next step people will do is match their property characteristics, right? So if I have a contract that's single family, I need a single family buyer, so forth and so forth, right? So nothing new there. Next, they'll go to ownership info, and then they'll specify a date range, because you're not trying to find a buyer 5 years ago. You're trying to find a buyer, in this case, that bought, let's say, the beginning of the year. So starting January 1st of this year up until today, and that buyer is either corporate or individual, let's say individuals. So I just built a list of 708 potential cash buyers, right? So now I'm going to take these single family buyers in Los Angeles and I'm going to market my contract to all of them, right? So it's 700 voicemail drops, 700 postcards, and so forth, right? The challenge though is I don't really know why they bought it. Like, all I know is that on detail, they sound like a buyer, right? It's non-owner occupied. They bought it in cash. If they bought it within 6 months, that's all I know, really. Like, I really have to get my postcards to them and wait for someone to call me back. And then I know, okay, well, this person that called me back is definitely an investor. Right. But guess what, guys?
Okay, so now Burton is going to show us the secret way. This is the advanced way. This is the way the advanced kids are playing out on the playground, y'all. So here, watch this now. This is going to blow your mind.
You have access to the MLS. That's important. In this search, you're not going to find it any other platform. And this is a search I discovered last year, and I was like, whoa. So here's what you can do. You can actually specify when the buyers bought. So think like a buyer, okay? So a buyer would buy a property, and then they would rehab it, and then they would flip it, either privately or through the market, right? Well, because you have MLS status, you can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a buyer from January, and then I got to cap a range. So January to the end of March, March 31st. So here are my individual buyers that bought in the first quarter, right? 261 of them. So 261 cash buyers, individuals that bought between January and March. So here's what I would do if I bought a property between January and March. I would buy it. And then once I bought it, I would get my contractors to rehab it, whether it took a month or two. And then I would list it, right? So if they bought it between January and March, then I'm looking for a buyer that would then list it after March. So I'm looking for a buyer that would list it either on or after April 1st. So again,
wow.
They bought it January to March, and then they rehabbed it, and then they listed it right after. Yeah. So of the 261, and let's make sure it's not rental listing. I mean, it could be. So now I would know my cash. I have 13 solid buyers. And how do I know that they're solid buyers? Look, I'm going to click on this property, I get to see the cash sale amount. So Maria Castro here, who lives in Reseda, California, not even in Northridge, she lives in Reseda. I know my buyer's name, my buyer's address, first thing. I know how much buying power my buyer has, 165. I know when she bought the property, February of this year. And because I have MLS details, I know what she's listing the property for.
Wow.
Did you guys see how much money she's making?
Yeah.
165
versus what was it? 665?
That's a $500,000 profit, and I get to see her rehab. Look at the rehab she did.
Wow, look at that.
Guys, this isn't just a buyer that bought a property and I don't know what they did with it. Right. This is a buyer that bought a property and then listed it right after. And here's her rehab. Wow. So she must have found a very distressed homeowner, maybe using our system. You never know. So she found a distressed buyer, bought it from Mario, could have been her husband. So man, looks like maybe it's a family relative, but bought from him and then listed the property for 665. And guess what? That's for every one of them. I can go to this one. Let's see, this one looks like a good one. Well, this one looks nice. So this one, 250 and is listed for 389, $139,000 profit. So I know my buyer is Ulrich Usher and his address in Lancaster. So again, you can ask a real estate agent right now, or if you're one, ask yourself, can I do this in my platform? No. I've investors, lenders, bankers, contract. No one has this. And all I did was took two records from two different databases, county records, MLS records, and came up with a situation. Find me the person that bought it first in cash and then listed it right after. And I have my 13 results in LA County. Or guess what? I can go to Miami with the same filters. So I haven't changed anything yet. And I have the Miami buyers that did the same thing. So these are the 4 buyers that bought January to March and then listed it for more. So again, 1/4/10 listing it. Oh, this one took a loss. Oh, no. This one bought it right after. So you get to, maybe that's a loss because of the weathering. So that's what you guys get to see. So I wanted to show you guys that because that's a very powerful way of searching cash buyers, just taking advantage of having access to the MLS.
Yeah, that's great. Well, there it is, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. He showed how people normally look for cash buyers, and then he showed you the secret way. Man, unbelievable. Blew my mind when I was looking at that lady's rehab. The information that you can get from PropStream is just incredible. So if you don't have PropStream, go ahead and go to realestatewholesalersclub.com. Check us out in the wholesaler tools section. I'm also going to put a link for PropStream down here below. So if you want to go down there and click the link, it'll save you a few bucks. And anyway, it's a great tool. You can see we use it. I recommend to my students that they use it. And this is just one reason why, guys. It's an incredible asset for you, and especially if you have a team that you're developing. It's a great tool for your entire team to be on and everybody working with the same stuff. All right, anyway, talk to you soon. Love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again here next time on the Real Estate Wholesalers Club.